Hey everybody, this is Greg Gossett from Gossett Trading and Mentoring Live, and today is Tuesday, September 21st, 2021. We are again in the final hour of the trading day. I mention this each day, but it is a huge part of my trading. I prefer to make the majority of my buying and selling decisions for my swing trades in the last hour, and in particular in the last few minutes before the market closes. I say this because during the day you have the algorithms and the day traders. They are the ones that are in control of the price during the day. At the end of the day, the large financial institutions come in. They have very smart people, best information, best technology, and they are dealing with the most money. I would consider them to be the smartest people on the street, and therefore, knowing that they take control of the price away from the day traders and the algorithms, I consider the closing price to be the strongest and most valid price of the day, and therefore that is why I make my buying and selling decisions based on those levels. So thank you all for coming today. I hope you are having a good day. I hope you're having a good trading day. I always appreciate you being here. It's nice to spend time with this group. So many great people that are contributing and helping out. And it's just a fun place to come and hang out, talk a little shop, and visit with my friends during the last hour of the market. So currently the Dow is up 72 points. It's been a wild day. It really has. The Dow is up 72 points, up 0.21%. The NASDAQ up strongly, up 95 points, up 0.65%. And the S&P up 13.71, up 0.33%. We opened up very high. We came down. I believe we went negative. Now we're back. So it's been kind of a wild, crazy, swinging day. But we'll see where the market leads us during this last hour. So here's the plan for today. First of all, we are going to run the U.S. legal disclaimer. Secondly, we are going to come back. We are going to take a look at my current positions, talk about when I bought them, why I bought them, and how I am going to manage them going forward. I did have a couple day trades today that I will share with you as well. After that, we are going to go over to the board. We are going to take a look at my students' current positions and talk about when they bought theirs, why they bought theirs, and we'll see how they are doing. After that, we're going to switch gears, get away from the charts for a minute, talk a little bit about the most important skill in trading that you can develop, and that is the skill of managing your emotions. Important in life, also very important in trading. You know, I mention this each day, but you want to keep yourself in the state of mind where you can follow your plan. And you've heard me say this many times before. In my opinion, that comes back to your position sizing. If you have one share of something, you're probably going to stick with your plan. If you have 100,000 shares of something, well, those moves in between, those price moves are going to either make you a lot of money or lose a lot of money, and it's going to be difficult to stick with your plan. You know, Dr. Elder explained this to me with a good example, that he had a niece, and they had a 2x4 in their condominium in New York City, and Dr. Elder asked the niece, hey, if you walk across that 2x4 without falling off, I will give you $1. Well, of course she did it easily. But then he said, what about if I take this 2x4 and I cross it from building to building? You have to cross the 2x4 that way. Could you still do it? Well, the stakes are much higher, obviously. Pretty easy to do when you're 2 inches off the ground. Pretty hard to do and scary when you're 200 feet off the ground. And the analogy there was with position size. So we're going to talk a little bit about trader psychology. That's to bring it all the way back around. After that, I do have some end of day candidates that I am considering buying today. I have 3 requirements whenever I'm looking to enter a trade. First, I need a confluence or a combination of indicators lining up on multiple time frames. Secondly, I need to have a good risk reward ratio, at least 2 to 1, based upon strong support below me and resistance above me. If I'm willing to risk $1,000 on a trade, I need to make at least $2,000 or more to the upside to make it all worth it, make that asymmetrical math work, and that's what you need in trading. Lastly, I have to have a complete trading plan for whatever market I'm trading, whatever strategy I'm trading. Comes down to 7 requirements for me. 1, I need a position size based upon the market's current volatility. 2, I need to know what my maximum allowed loss is. 3, I need to know where my emergency stop is. 4, I need to know where my end of day stop is. 5, I need to know where my intraday profit targets are. 6, I need to know where my significant overhead resistance levels are. And 7, I need to have a complete trailing stop protocol or plan in place so that I can manage my winning trade and not give back all of the profits. So using those 3 criteria, I will go through the end of day candidates, look at the time frames, look at the confluence combinations of signals, and if I find something at the end of the day that looks good, I will go ahead and purchase it right before the market closes. After the market closes, if anyone has any questions for me, please let me know. I'm happy to answer them. If you need clarification on anything, please let me know. I'm happy to clarify. If there are any stock symbols that you would like me to look at prior to the close, just put them in the live stream chat and maybe put an emoji by it so I know it is time sensitive, and I will do my very best to get to it before the close of the market. Lastly, if any of my students have any new entries or exits for me today, if you could please wait until the end of the day before you tell me about them so I'm done trading, teaching, pressure's off, and we'll spend as much time as we need to get it taken care of. All right, so I am going to run the U.S. legal disclaimer. I will be back in about 40 seconds. Hang tight. Thank you. This video or live broadcast, like all instructional materials produced by Gossett Trading and Mentoring LLC, is created and published for informational and educational purposes only. Please carefully read and/or listen to the U.S. government required disclaimer before watching this video or live stream broadcast. The video link and disclaimer text are located in the description section of this video or live broadcast, here and here. Thank you so much. Oakley dokley, let's see who is here today. Kamal is here. Good to see you, my friend. Good chatting with you last night on Skype. Hope you're having a good day. Thank you for everything that you do for this channel. Dan is here with the peace sign. Peace sign right back at you, brother. Hope you're having a good day. Tom is here. Good to see you, Tom. Tom says, howdy, traders. Good to see you, bud. Lilia is here. Nice to see you, Lilia. Hope you, the doggies, and the bunny rabbit are all doing well, and I hope you're having a good day. Steve Burns, hey, bud. Good to see you. Thank you for coming today, and thank you for everything that you do for this channel. I really mean it. I know everyone else in the channel would say the same thing. Steve says, hello, traders. Intraday volatility is back. Yep, a lot of volatility. A lot of volatility. Anya T is here. Nice to see you, Anya. Hope you're doing well. Hope you are feeling well today and having a great day. Johnson is here. Hi, Greg, and good evening, all. Nice to see you, Johnson. As always, Michael Wilson is here. Wilkinson is here, a.k.a. Lova. Good to see you, Michael. Hope you're having a good day, and thank you for helping me out yesterday, and I am looking forward to our lessons tonight. Bacon Bandit is here. Mike, good to see you. Hello, fellow Gossetites. Oh, that's a new one. By the way, Mike, I had a nice conversation with Duncan yesterday and told him what a great student you are. Frank is here. Hello, Greg and group. Welcome to the rodeo. Yeah, yesterday was welcome to the jungle, a little Guns N' Roses, right? And Frank, thank you for everything that you do for this channel. Really appreciate it. Hey, there's my friend John. Good to see you. Hi, Greg and all. How is Sam looking? Ah, yes. Sam, let's take a look. Well, Sam is down a little bit. I do actually have a friend of mine that is in Sam, based upon the 200 though at 522. So down a few bucks on that one, but that's a large price stock, so it doesn't mean too much. But on the weekly, listen, if this rejects the 200 week by Friday, I think it offers a good risk reward ratio. I really do. I like on the monthly that we have the 50-month moving average below as well. Earnings are coming up. Going to have to keep that in mind as well. But down a little bit on the day. But good to see you, John. Okay, should we get to it? Let's get started. EXPE. Tom, David, and I are in EXPE. We bought it close under, close over the 200 and 50-day moving average in conjunction with the V2 and a false breakout to the downside. Bought here at 147.37. As you know, I always take partial profits as we move up. I like to sell into strength. This has been a nice trade. Did hit a profit target here near the top at 155.33. It is up 2 cents on the day, and it is up 4.07% on the trade. I have reached 1.5 ATR trailing stop level, meaning if I get a close below the previous day's low, I will lock in half profits, but that has not happened yet. Overnight SPY trade. Well, overnight SPY trade was a good one today, or yeah, I guess today. I bought yesterday at the close, as I always do. I buy at the close, I hold overnight, I sell it first thing the next morning. I bought it yesterday at 434.04. I sold it this morning at 436.63. So a nice little overnight SPY trade. The day before had a big gap down though, so it's not all fun and games and rainbows and butterflies with this approach. But I will buy this at the close, hold it overnight, sell it first thing the next morning, and hope for a little gappy gap. SSO. Tom and I did buy SSO with a confluence of signals yesterday. Under 30, back over 30, under the 100, back over the 100. Bought it at 122.68. I did hit two profit targets today at 123.83 and 124.83. This is up on the day, well off of its highs, but it is up on the day, and it is up 0.44% in the first day. Zoom. Ava, Michael Martin, David, and I did buy Zoom. Nice confluence of signals here with an under 30, over 30, under the negative third, over the negative third, under the negative third channel, over the negative third channel, throw in the close over the 5 EMA as well. Bought it at 287.26. You would think with all those indicators it would be sky high, but not the case. It is down 0.51% today, and this particular trade is down 2.68% on the trade so far. My end of day stop is a close below the 30 RSI. It is holding. I like that it rejected the negative third ATR channel today. That is a bit of a good sign. So down on the trade, but up on, no, down on the day, down on the day, and down on the trade. What am I thinking? All right, Visa. Let me show you day trade on Visa first. Had a really nice day trade. Just happened to nail it. Actually, I was just looking for a rejection. We had already had a significant move down. I was looking for an intraday rejection of the 200-day moving average. Got it right here. Very good risk to reward ratio. Bought it at 219.98. Sold a portion at 220.46. Sold another portion at 220.65. Kind of moved sideways here, and then had a big up bar here, sold the remaining at 221.34. So great trade with a good risk to reward ratio, good illustration of using the 200-day moving average. Bought at 219.98, sold at 220.46, sold at 220.65, and 221.34. So pretty sweet there. And then I'll take you back over to the swing trade that I have on Visa. Hopefully. All right, we have dynamic duo. Tom, Ava, and I did buy Visa yesterday for a swing trade. The one I just showed you was the day trade. Nice confluence of signals here. Under 30, over 30, under the negative third ATR channel, over the negative third ATR channel. Intraday rejection of the 250, bought at 220.06. Did hit one profit target today at 221.71. Up 0.48% on the day. We'll see how if it react. We'll see how and if and how it reacts to the 200-day moving average if it gets up there, but it's not up there yet. But so far, so good. Amazon. I did have one day trade on Amazon. Not so hot tamale, but it wasn't that bad either. But I did buy here on the 5-minute false breakouts at the downside V1, bought at 33.40.10, and next bar immediately just went right back down, out one and done, in at 330.40.10, out at $3,335.60. And then after that, it was just rude and went right up without me, but at least I followed my rules, which is the most important, I would say. Okay. Ava is here. Nice to see you, Ava. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Thank you for everything you do for this channel. And by the way, in the trader psychology section today, I'm going to be doing one from Ava's. So how about that, Ava? Steve says, Disney chart looks like a bad data feed. I know, I saw that. I actually have that on my list. Rich is here. Nice to see you, Rich. How you doing, my friend? Rich says, hi, Greg and traders. Nice to see you. And looking forward to our lesson on Thursday. Vinny is here. Hi, Greg and gang. Hope you are well. I've been away on holiday and family stuff, but been following your videos. Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate you taking the time, even on holiday, to watch the videos. Hope you're doing well. Hope you had a nice holiday. And appreciate you coming back. David is here. Nice to see you, Mr. David. Hope you are having a good day, sir. Tom says, Greg, for SSO, is your trailing stop and end of day rules based upon the 30 RSI or the 100-day SMA? That's a really good question. You know, when you have a multiple signals, you can have multiple end of day stops. I usually will pick the stop that is closest, whether it's the 30 RSI or the 100-day moving average. Let's see what it's going to be today. Okay. See, the 30 RSI would be all the way down here. So I would go with a close below the 100-day moving average because it is closer. I generally take the closer stops when you have two options like that. Hope that helps, Tom. Steve says, Snap has a 520 crossover. All right, let's write this down. Take a look at Snappy. Yes, coming out of some sideways motion here, up pretty strong. That looks pretty good, actually. Weekly moving sideways, so I could see that the 520 cross as a possible trigger to get us moving higher. Let me do some math and let me put that on the list. All right, and let's put it on the listy. Okay, good. Thank you, Steve. Wes A. Is that for like Wes? Is that Wes Anderson right there? Wes, let's take a look. VMC. Wes Anderson's one of my favorite directors, so that's why I threw that little one in there. Vulcan Materials, under 200, over 200, under the negative third ATR channel, over the negative third ATR channel. Looks fairly good. Let's look at the weekly. Weekly has a V1. I'm a little concerned about this big down bar on the weekly, getting back to halfway of that. If you look at the weekly time frame, 174.50, I drew that line there. So this is how I would look at this. I mean, look, this could go rocketing up like a rocket ship. It does give a good risk to reward ratio. The signals are there, but you know, I figure in the weeklies as well. And you know, I would say more likely than not, we get to halfway of this bar on the down bar. I would look at that kind of as like 174.50 would be your reward, and probably a little bit more than that would be your risk. So that's how I would look at it. Sorry, I always feel like I'm poo-pooing everyone's setups, but you know, that's how I would look at it. But that's just a theory. It doesn't have to stop there. It could go all the way up here. But all in all, the daily looks good. Under 200, over 200, under the negative third, over the negative third. Gives you a pretty good, pretty small risk here. you know, aside from the potential halfway of on the weekly, but who knows, we could go all the way up to the 50 and that would make sense. So yeah, all in all, I think pretty good. Yes, under 30, over 30. Yep, under 30, over 30, under the 200, over the 200, under the negative third, over the negative third. You've got it. Yep, you've got it. All right, should we take a look at your positions? Here we go. Steve Burns. Wait, Steve's in here, right? Yeah, Steve's in here. Let me put this on here. All right, Steve and Tom did buy the under 30, over 30 bounce on the Qs. Bought it at 363.52. It's 367.45, up a nice healthy 1.76%. I'm sorry, 0.49% on the day, and up 0.49% on the trade. Maybe a little bit more because Tom and Steve got a little better price. So congratulations there. Shopify, Kamal did buy Shopify back here at 1483. It's 1440.48. It is down on the day, but it is up on the day, but down on the trade. ODFL, my friend Bruce has a beautiful trade in ODFL. Look, everyone, when I talk about return to value V1s, V2s, and I need that sideways motion, this is what I'm talking about. I was just chatting with Tom about this. This is a perfect example of a return to value V1, V2. We are above the value zone. We come into the value zone. We have sideways motion at least 2 days. We have a beautiful V1 entry here. He bought at 290.70. End of day stops, close below halfway the washout bar. It held. This is why I wait till the end of the day, because it held. And then look at this, shooting up to the moon, 3 profit targets, almost 4. This trade is up 2.87% on the trade and 3.09%. I'm sorry, 3.09% on the trade and 2.87%. But this is when everyone talks to me about V1s, V2s in the value zone. Does it look like this? Does it have sideways motion? That's what we need. We need to build that base so that we can rocket up from there. And that's exactly what happened. PLNT, Michael Martin. Looks like Michael does still have PLNT. Bought this with the close over the 200-day moving average. I have this as well. I had to get out yesterday with the loss. So this one is down on the day, down on the trade. Uber, Kamal, buddy. Holy hamburgers. Kamal, let's give Kamal a hand. I did not notice this. Way to go. Kamal nailed the Uber trade. He bought it at 38.50. It's 44.48. It's up 11.79% today on the day and up 13.5% on the trade. I did not see that, Kamal. Why didn't you tell me about that? Holy hamburgers. Way to go, buddy. Way to go. That was a total surprise to me. I hadn't gone through those. CRM. Michael Martin bought CRM at 260.06. It's 259.29. Bought the 520 crossover. So this is up on the day, but it is down on the day, but down on the trade. Alibaba. This one's confusing. We have Kamal on the daily. Yep, we have Kamal on the daily at 157. It's 150.11. It is down 0.91% on the day and also down on the trade. But I'm glad he has the Uber to offset that. AN, Dynamic Duo, beautiful trade on AN. Bought this all the way back here with an under 30, over 30, under the 100, over the 100, similar to the Visa trade. Bought at 105.10. Sold. Oh, I guess did not sell. And this particular trade is up 13.68%. So way to go, Dynamic Duo. Boeing, Kamal bought Boeing at 213 even. It is 209.66. It is up slightly on the day, but it is down on the trade. Roku, Kamal bought Roku at 320. It's 321.83. It's up on the day and up on the trade. Looks like under 30, over 30. Twitter, nice day here for the Dynamic Duo. They bought here with an under 30, over 30. They bought at 59.68. It's currently 62.93. It's up 3.27% on the day And on the trade, up 5.09. Dynamic duo. So proud of you two. My gosh. United Healthcare Group. Love about United Healthcare Group with the 520 crossover at 420.27. It's 413.84. Up on the day, but it is down on the trade. Ulta. We have Gary buying Ulta at 383.15. Looks like a return to value V2. It is up on the day, but this one is down on the trade. CCL, we have Lova and Tom. Return to value V1, nice setup 23.31. It's 23.14. It is down on the day slightly and slightly down on the trade. CarMax, David bought CarMax with a 520 crossover at 131.25. He did sell half here. Looks like with the rejection of the third ATR channel is down slightly on the day, but David is up 4.72%. So some really good trades here. Speaking of good trades, look at this nice trade from Steve Burns on AGQ, which is double leverage silver. Bought under 30, over 30 yesterday at 32.37. It's 33.27, up 2.78. Way to go, Steve. CTSH, Ava has CTSH at 76.48. It's 74.84. It's down on the day, and it is also looks like it is down on the trade. SCCO, Steve Burns bought SCCO. Looks like a bounce near the 30 RSI at 56.89. It's 56.53. So this one is slightly down on the day and slightly down on the trade. TLT, Rich had a nice short on TLT. 150.95. These are bonds. Had a beautiful short down here. Rich, don't know if he took any profits on the way down. Then we had the big up bar again. But even if you didn't, it is down on the day, and it means that Rich is up on the trade. But let me know there, Rich, if you took any profits on that. DIA, Steve Burns bought DIA with an under 30, over 30 yesterday. Got a great entry at 338.07. It's 340.41. It's up 0.3% on the day and up on the trade. And last, IWB, Steve Burns did buy IWB yesterday at 244.39 with the 30 RSI rejection. It's up 98 cents. It's up 0.40%. So way to go, everyone. Nice trading. Really beautiful trades there. Tom says, I wish I had Steve's entry on Qs. Yeah, he got a good one. Mike says, the more you poo-poo our setups, the less pooey our future setups become. Well, good. Good. Tracy is here. Nice to see you, and has a hand clap. Steve says, beautiful Uber trade, Kamal. Well done. I agree. Michael says, Kamal. And Frank has a poem for us. All right, let's get to it. Let me paste this in here so I can send that off later. All right. Always love poems from Frank's. Let's see what it has to say today. A weather vane points to where the wind blows as markets move in a way we do not know. Whether it's high or oh so low, a trader is somewhere between the ebb and the flow. I like it. A weather vane points to where the wind blows as markets move in ways we do not know. Whether it's high or oh so low, a trader is somewhere between the ebb and the flow. Beautiful, Frank. Thank you, sir. I always appreciate the effort that you make every day, and I know everyone else does, and these are just great poems. I'm glad we have them all stored and posted on Twitter. Excuse me. Frank says, Kamal, that Uber trade has horsepower. Dan says, Kamal and Frank, boom. David says, yesterday. Greg, I was at a KMX yesterday. I'll remind you at the end. Okay. Well, let's do it right here. All right. Good exit on KMX. Really nice trade, David. Kamal says, thank you guys. The volume on the Uber trade is very good. That is a no-nonsense Uber trade, Kamal. No nonsense. Oakley dokley. Well, it's 129. So before we get to trader psychology, Let's just check current positions again. Expedia, one profit target today, holding end of day stops, or trailing stops. So this is good. Nice trade. SPY, revving up, doing well. Be buying this again today at the close. SSO, doing well with that under 30, over 30. Zoom, 3157 RSI, still holding my end of day stop. And Visa, also doing well. Kamal says, humbling factor. I took a few stop losses to get to current Uber trades. Well, that's what you do. I was mentioning this to, I think, Bacon Bandit. Paul Tudor Jones talks about everyone thinks he always nails the top or the bottom. He goes, I never nail the top or the bottom. I just get in, I try, I take a small loss, I get in again, I try until I actually get it. And that's kind of what Kamal did. He flirted around with Uber a couple times, had some small stop losses, had some small stock losses, and this time it paid off. Rich says, hey, let's find TLT. Where are you, TLT? Greg, you bought back your position at 150.01. Right about there. Okay, profitable trade. Wonderful. Wonderful, Rich. All right, so far it's been a really good day. Really good day. Day trading, regular positions, all good stuff. All right, everybody. So listen, this is the time of day where I like to talk about trading psychology. There's some really good Facebook, Twitter channels out there that post good information about trader psychology. And one of my new favorites is Ava. Everyone knows Ava here in the chat, and she's here with us right now. But listen, follow Ava over at Ava Trades. You have seen Ava's trades lately. At least I have been noticing how she's just been trading wonderfully. Like really, I'm not exactly sure what happened there, but Ava's had some wonderful trades. I really do trust her analysis, and I watch her analysis over on Twitter, where she posts different potential setups. So go follow Ava at Ava Trades on Twitter, and she's here, and she's very humble. She probably won't even say anything, but let's support her and let's see what Ava has to say. Beautiful elaboration on positive thinking in trading by Matt. So Ava didn't say this, but she shared this from At the Equilibrium. And this is a really, really good saying here. I am not a psychologist, or at Denise K. Scholl. And if you don't know who Denise is, she wrote Market Mind Gains. Great, great book. You should check it out and follow her as well, at Denise K. Scholl. She's kind of the, in Billions where you have the lady that's a psychologist for the show. Well, that's Denise, but in real life. So at the Equilibrium says, I am not a psychologist, or at Denise K. Scholl, but to me, positive thinking doesn't mean you can hope your trades into winners. To me, being positive means rewiring the inner doubt, dread, even despair to avoid sabotaging your own success. Positivity equals perseverance. But it's true. Positive thinking just goes, hey, I'm going to positive think and hope that, I have a big successful business or something. Well, that's not going to happen. You have to take some action, right? And it's the same with, you can have all the positive thinking you want in trading. It's not going to do anything unless you follow your process. But what the Equilibrium is saying here, at least I think, is positive thinking doesn't mean you can hope your trades into winners. To me, being positive means rewiring the inner doubt, dread, even despair to avoid sabotaging your own success. It means thinking about being positive, right? I mean, it means thinking about rewiring your brain to follow your process. So that's how I look at it. Positivity equals perseverance. So please follow Ava at Ava Trades. Follow at the Equilibrium. It's a really good channel. I've been checking it out, but it's at the Equilibrium. And then also please follow Denise K. Scholl. She has great posts as well about trader psychology, human behavior. And if you have not read her book, Market Mind Games, it's a wonderful book. It really basically talks about what kind of trader you're going to be based upon what kind of childhood you had in regards to the dynamics that you had with your parents. Pretty interesting stuff. So anyway, thank you, Ava, for posting that great saying. And I think you are totally correct and appreciate you posting that. And it was helpful for me, and I hope it was helpful for everyone else. Kamal said, followed at Ava. Wonderful. Let's all do that. Steve says, I think I saw Denise Scholl was suing Billions for stealing her material. I saw that as well. I actually know her, Steve. Or not know her, but we've corresponded a couple times. And yeah, I'd like to speak to her personally. And but yeah, I have heard that. I have heard that as well. Frank says the power of 1 million seconds is 11.5 days. 1 billion seconds is 31.7 years. 1 trillion seconds is 31,710 years. Well, good. Very, very good. And speaking of good, can you guys hang on? Guys, can you gals and girls hang on for about 30 seconds? Let me take care of something on my end, and I will be right back. All right, I'm back. Did you miss me? Not so much. Oh, well, that's all right. Okay. Steve says Denise is great. I agree. Steve says, Greg, can you do your magic RSI tool to see where Disney bounced today? And thanks to Ava for pointing out Disney for me today, because I did make a day trade, Ava, on Disney today, and it was a nice little profitable quick one. And let's take a look. Magic tool, Steve, 31.28 on the RSI at the low. And also Disney is, well, you know, obviously it bounced off the 250-day moving average as well. Lilia says, I just ordered the book. It sounds very intriguing. It's a great book. I listened to that book when I was driving up to Idaho on the audiobook. And, you know, when I speak to traders, from that book, I can I get a decent idea. I'm not always right about what their childhood was like as far as, well, I'll just tell you, I mean, I'm kind of paraphrasing. It's been a long time, but essentially if you grew up with parents that were hard to please, you are probably going to hold on to trades too long because you're subconsciously wanting to impress them. If you grew up with parents that were not hard to please, you're probably going to be able to take pretty quick gains pretty quickly because you're not trying to impress them. So interesting stuff, right? Kamal says Disney 169.03 was 31.15. So yeah, did not broach or did not get a 29 handle on the RSI. All right, what do we have? About 20 minutes to go. Let me shut that door. Sorry. Yeah, Lilia, let me know how you like that book. I really found it to be a very, very interesting book. And she's kind of the real life psychologist at Billions. What's her name? I can't remember her name in the show. Okay. Let's see how everything's looking here. All looking pretty sweet. Pretty sweet. All right. What is going on? Okay. Match.com, MTCH. Well, what we have going here is we were above the value zone. We have come back down into the value zone. We had a V1. It's not a valid V1, but it is in the value zone. But what is nice here is the rejection 2 days in a row of the 200-day moving average. So it is finding some support at the 200-day moving average. Let's switch over to the daily. I'm sorry, at the weekly. Take a look here. It's in the value zone. It's okay. I mean, it rejected the 20 EMA, it rejected the 10 EMA, failed the 5, but it is holding the 50 SMA. So looking at the weekly and then looking at the daily, looks okay. Definitely looks okay. Pretty good risk to reward ratio. I like the area that it has come back down into the value zone, which is kind of a bounce area anyway. So this does look pretty good. And it looks like it went under 50, over 50 as well. So that one looks pretty sweet. REGN. Well, earlier, it was a higher low V2, but it has since untriggered, so I will get rid of that. Twitter has a higher low close back above the 200. I was explaining this to Tom. I always like higher low closes better than I like lower low closes. This is a lower low. I mean, obviously we're lower than over here, then we closed above, went up for a couple days, failed. This low is higher than this low, and now we've closed back above the 200. Makes sense. I don't like this big down bar over here, as you probably could tell if you looked over there. I kind of look at this right now based upon the big bar as that's probably has to come down a skosh. You know, from here to here, I think we're going to run into resistance. Who knows? We could just go sailing up, but that's how I have to analyze things. So, you know, I'm looking here and going, well, big bar, big down bar. We're getting close to rallying to halfway. I have to look from here down to my 200-day moving average and go, that's my risk. From here to here's my theoretical reward. Let's take a look at the weekly. Coming up against resistance. So I think it's a little chasey in regards and vis-a-vis the big down bar here, which concerns me. But that's just me. It is a valid signal under 200, over 200, but I think I'm going to pass. Goldman Sachs. Well, some of you were in this trade with me. We had this beautiful short trade here. Under 30, over 30. Today it also went under 30 and back over 30. Could be a potential to buy there. Let's look at the weekly. Weekly smack dab in the value zone. I like that area very much. It did go under 30, over 30. It has the resistance of the 100 above it, and it is down on a down day. So with that, I'm going to put that over there. DHR. We have a return to value. Sideways motion. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days of sideways motion and a V2. 1.27 million shares traded. Let's look over at the weekly. It's a little high for me on the week. Up here above the third ATR channel. With that being said, I will probably just leave that one alone. I don't like the big bar here. It's a valid return to value for sure. It's just that I look at the week and I don't like the week. I mean, we're above the third ATR channel. I'd rather be above the third ATR channel than under it though. So, you know, you could make that case for it, but I think I'm going to let that one go. Johnson & Johnson. Well, yesterday we had a nice intraday rejection of the 200-day moving average. That probably would have been the place to buy it. Let's take a look over at the weekly. V1 on the weekly and rejecting the -1 ATR channel. Yeah, I think I'll pass on that. I think the place to take that was yesterday. Now the risk to reward ratio is not as good. WLTW has a close under, close back over the 200-day moving average. 2.35 million shares traded, so that's okay. Let's take a look at the weekly. Weekly's fine. I mean, it's working on a higher low V2 here. It's not there yet. It is above the 50 RSI. Up pretty significantly. Let's take a peek at the monthly. Rejected the 1 ATR channel on the month. This could be okay. Disney, this is going to be a little spooky one. It did reject the 250 and the negative third ATR channel underneath the 50 on the weekly. I don't know. I think they had some bad guidance. I would think that this would probably make the news tonight. Maybe there'd be some second day sellers. So with that, I'm going to let that one go. And then Snap. Nice 520 crossover in the value zone. We did have some sideways motion. We are back at some resistance here as well. Yeah, I think it's fine. I just feel like it's a little chasey. So with that said, Willis Towers match. So those are my three potentials on the day. MTCH, WLTW, and SNAP. If I had to pick between these, I like the weekly on match in the value zone with the 51 reading, rejection of the 50. It's a good risk to reward ratio. WLTL, don't know as much about that. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with match. I think that's going to be my get rid of Amazon. Let's look at Amazon while we have it. I would buy Amazon if we could go back and test that 200-day moving average. So match looks like my favorite at this point right now. Johnson says BMBL V1 50 SMA bounce engulfing bar. You know, unfortunately, Johnson, I cannot pull BMBL up on my charts. I've tried many times. I tried earlier today to look at it. I can't see it. I can't see that chart, unfortunately. Steve is long Disney at 172.74 after the intraday bounce in the 31 RSI and under back over the 250 moving average. Also bounced near the third lower ATR Keltner channel, stretching it out. So let's see if we can give a visual here. Yep. Bounced near the 31, rejected the 250, rejected the third ATR channel. Bounced off the negative 1 ATR channel on the week, but rejected it's still below the 50 also on the week. So anyway, good luck with that, Steve. I'll get that down. Steve says, thanks, Kamal. Michael wants to look at NVO. We're a little high on the weekly. We're having a little bit of resistance here at the third ATR channel on the weekly. On the daily, we do have a V2, but you see this gap here, Lova? You see the gap that created the V2? It's larger than a quarter ATR. I don't like gaps because the market tends to fill gaps. And so this would invalidate the signal for me. Yes, we have a V2. Here's day 1, 2, 3. 2 washes out 1. 3 is above. Day 1's closed. But to form the V2, we had the big gap here. Now, that being said, it could take off like a rocket ship. I don't know. But, you know, it's just my honest opinion. I don't want to buy a V2 with that large of a gap. Okay. All right. I just bought Match a little early for me, but I just want to get it out of the way. Let's see, anything else we need to do here. Expedia, it's fine, doing great. SPY, that's on autopilot. SSO, off of its highs, but one good example of why I like to hit profit targets when I have the strength. Hit 2 here. My stop on this will be a close below the 100-day moving average. Zoom, still holding the 30 RSI, so I'm still long. And then Visa, doing fine. So no changes there. So I already did buy Match. Let's take a look at Apple intraday. Close back above the 200-day moving average. I don't know if I might consider buying that if I were day trading this, but I'd have to wait for a close over the 200. Looks like it is doing pretty well. Okay, so we have about 9 minutes to go. Oh, now it's under the 200. Michael says, got it. Missed that gap. Yep. All right. So Match is what I'm buying today. With this 2 days of testing of the 200-day moving average, I like where it is in the value zone. That's important to me. Dow's only up 29 points now. NASDAQ is up 57. S&P up 5.8. So still green, but well off the lows. All right, so we'll just cruise on into the close here. Glad to see Shopify's up so nice for Kamal. Glad to see Uber is up beautifully for Kamal. Proud of you, my friend. Disney's just kind of hanging on there. No fun facts today, no sports memorabilia or sports trivia today. See what Apple is doing over the oh, it's back over the 200. Looks a little dicey, but holding. I thought it looked a little dicey. All right, so I already bought Match. Let's see what Apple looks like on the daily. Couldn't get above that previous day's high though, could it? Didn't even test it actually. Got rejected by the -2 ATR channel. All right, so again, I did buy Match.com, MTCH, with a close over the 200-day moving average. SSO just slightly above entry point. Dow Jones went negative now, down $7 or 7 points, excuse me. NASDAQ still positive, 45. S&P up slightly, up 1.78. And we have about 4 minutes to go. Frank says, fun fact. The Twitter bird is named Larry after NBA player Larry Bird. I did not know that. That is a fun fact. Thank you, Frank. Larry Bird, one of my favorite basketball players by far. What's VIXY doing today? Anyone check it out? I haven't, and I haven't even looked. That's down a little bit. Oh, that makes sense with the market's up. Q's off their high. Holding support at the -1 ATR channel there, so that's good. All right, we have 1 minute and 45 seconds left. We have 1 minute to go approximately. Looks like Tom bought Match. Bacon Bandit bought Match. Apple did not like that 200-day moving average. All right. S&P is now negative as well. Only green on the board here is NASDAQ. It looks like there's some selling here at the end of the day. Oh, Apple, yeah, going on down. All right, 10 seconds to go. Where's my ding? I don't hear a ding. There we go. Ow. All right. So let's see where everything was bought here today. Overnight SPY trade was bought at 433.63 and Match at 1 152.43. All right, we have Disney over here. Apple we don't have anymore. Didn't have it. Match.com. I got filled on Match.com at 152.43. Not such a great fill. I went a little early. 152.43. And overnight SPY trade 433.63. 433.63 for the overnight SPY trade. All right, so that takes care of everything. Not a bad day, all in all. So listen, if my students have any new entries or exits for me today, this would be the time to let me know about them. Put them in the live stream. I will get them all updated for you. Before I do, just a few matters of business. Just want to remind everybody that I do teach private one-on-one lessons in the evening time via Skype. I love to teach. I teach a great course. It's one-on-one, just you and I in the evening time via Skype. Best way to learn is to learn something one-on-one with your teacher or your instructor. And in this course, I will teach you all 5 of the trading approaches that I use. I will teach you step by step. When you're done with this course, you will be a much better trader. I know it. I've taught people from all around the world and I've seen their progress. And so if you're interested, it does cost $1,750, but it is worth every penny, I can assure you. And it's going to make you a better trader. So if you're interested, all you have to do is send me an email and just say, hey, Greg, and the email's in the description of this video, by the way. You just say, hey, Greg, potentially interested in taking your course. I will reply and say, great, let's set up a Skype call. The reason for the Skype call, it's free. I just want to learn more about you and your trading, your challenges, what you hope to achieve by taking the course. And it's a good time for you to ask me any particular questions you have about what I teach and how I teach it. All right. And then when we're done with the Skype call, think about it as long as you want. One day, if you decide today is the day, I want to become a better trader, I want to do the lessons with Greg, just email me back and we will get started and away we'll go. Number 2, I have a really good online video course available at udemy.com. The link is in the description of this video. It's a great course. I teach you the deep dip buy stock trading strategy, something I use all the time. In that course, I teach you step by step. And the best thing, that course is only like $12 or $15. And you get 9.5 hours of video. You get 26 videos. You get 15 study guides. It's a serious course. I've got so much good feedback and reviews on that course. So do yourself a favor and click on that the Udemy link in the description and watch the course. I know it's going to make you a better trader. Lastly, as always, if you don't mind, if you could hit the thumbs up button today, if you found this program helpful to you in any way, shape, or form, that's all I would ask. It helps build the channel, helps keep the channel around, and lets YouTube know there's some valuable content so they can share it more and get it out there, and we can build the channel. So if you wouldn't mind, I would really, really appreciate that before you click out of here. Okay, let's take a look. Okay, Steve is long Disney. $172.74. All right. Good luck on that, Steve. Tom bought match. Bacon Bandit bought match. And Tracy also bought match, the dynamic duo. And also WLTW. Frank says, I took a position in Path. All right, Frank, sounds good. 51.95. Oh, you got a good entry price on that. 51.95. And that is Frank. All right. Michael got in the match. That's Lava. Kamal says, no trades today. Have a great day, everyone. You are welcome. Ava is out of CTSH. Okay, Ava. Good trade. Rich says, Greg's course is awesome and he is right. It is so worth it. He is a very good teacher as well. I'm becoming a more confident and safer trader every day. Thanks, Greg. See you Thursday. Ah, thank you, Rich. I appreciate that, my friend. I really do. I try. I mean, it is very important to me that my students succeed, so I do try to bring 110% to each lesson. You've been a great student, Rich. Thank you so much for the kind words. All right. Anyone else? Anyone have any other entries, exits? Let's see what's going on after hours. Any nonsense? Apple's down a bit. Alibaba's down a bit. Match is even. SPY is down. Visa is up. I would imagine VIXI is up a little bit. It is up 20 cents, 19 cents. It's all good stuff there. All right. Well, how about we do this? If we all do one random act of kindness daily, we just might set the world in the right direction. This is by Martin Kornfeld. I say this every day. Hope it doesn't bug you, but I think it is a good saying and just a reminder to me and everyone else out there. Try to do something nice for somebody today. Just help them out, give them a hand, at least give them a smile, be pleasant. It really could make their day. If you come across an animal that needs help, or you just come across an animal, spend a few moments, give a little love to the animal. They like it as well. It'll make you, it should make your day, make their day, make everyone's day. And I think it's just the right thing to do. And it really would make the world a better place. And who knows, maybe one day when you need it, somebody will be there for you as well. Okay, well, kind of a big reversal. Kind of a big reversal today, but you know, it's been volatile. It doesn't surprise me whatsoever. So if anyone has any other comments, any other questions, anything I can help you with, this would be the time to do it. Otherwise, I am going to put on my hiking boots and go on out for a hike. All right. Well, I appreciate you coming today, everyone. I really do. I hope you have a good rest of your day. Tomorrow's Wednesday. So if your garbage is on Wednesday, put it out tonight so you don't forget, right? I'm reminding everyone and I'm reminding myself. I do this every Tuesday. But have a good day. Be good. Be safe. Drive safe. Try to do something nice for someone today as well. And I just appreciate you coming. I really do, and I hope you have a great day. Oh, and if you could hit the thumbs up button, I would appreciate that. Mike says, thank you for everything, Greg. You are welcome, buddy. I will speak to you tonight for our lesson. Looking forward to that. Really looking forward to that. So take care, everyone. We'll talk to you tomorrow. Have a good day. Bye. U.S. government required disclaimer. Stock, options, futures, and forex trading is not appropriate for everyone. While there is a potential for large rewards, there is also a substantial risk of loss associated with trading. The material in this video or live broadcast is not geared towards any particular individual or to any particular financial situation and is not intended to meet the particular investment objectives of any viewer. This video or live broadcast, like all instructional materials produced by Gossett Trading and Mentoring LLC, is created and published for informational and educational purposes only. Any and all information contained in, implied, or referenced by this video or live broadcast is not to be construed as investment advice, and no representation is made that any individual or entity involved in production of this video or live broadcast is an investment or financial advisor or is registered or authorized to give any financial advice. We are publishers and educators only. Therefore, the various producers of this video or live broadcast will not accept liability for any loss or damage of any kind which may arise either directly or indirectly out of the use of any of this material, including any loss of profit. No representation is made that any account or investment will or is likely to achieve the profit or losses demonstrated. We recommend consultation with a licensed and qualified professional before making any investment decision. This video or live broadcast is not to be construed as an offer to buy or sell any security, financial instrument, or financial product of any kind. Notice is hereby given that any individual or entity involved in production of this video or live broadcast or their clients may have an interest in any security, financial instrument, or financial product mentioned or referenced. Any simulated or hypothetical performance result depicted does not represent actual trading and therefore may under or overcompensate for the impact of various market factors such as lack of liquidity. Thank you.